why we want to show. Welcome back, everybody. ign-live, E3 2014. My name is Damon Hatfield. Now we're going to take a look at a game called BattleCry. We have Richard here from BattleCry Studios.
Awesome.
Rich, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
BattleCry Studios is making a game called BattleCry.
Absolutely.
Which came first? The name of the game or the name of the studio?
Name of studio.
Okay, all right. Now you got some footage here that we're going to take a
Absolutely.
look at. But tell us a little bit, what is BattleCry?
So BattleCry is a multiplayer action combat game.
Okay.
So it's not a MOBA, it's not a FPS, it's not a action RPG. It is an action combat game, multiplayer.
Okay.
So we took our inspiration from God of War, Arkham Asylum, and Devil May Cry.
Okay.
And we put it together, and basically kind of like what I sum it up is our elevator pitch for the title was Team Fortress 2 meets the brutality of 300.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a good elevator pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would go ahead and greenlight that one.
Awesome.
If I were in the elevator with you. So what are we taking a look at here?
So basically, one of the things we did is we wanted to make our levels easy, accessible to get around in very quickly into combat. So it has a lot of verticality in it and a lot of FPS design features for it. So that's basically what you saw, the grappling, the magnetic grappling hook. And then you see there is, once we're into combat, each player, each character class has a different role in the game. You have your enforcer, which is what you see there with the big swords. They're the tanks. And then you have the assassins, which are the duelists that come out. And right now you see his power that he's able to do is called adrenaline. And you get that as you kill more people, you get more adrenaline. And you can use it to get out of situations if you have to. Again, how he moves through the world is very quickly.
Yeah, what is he using to?
Those
zip
are
around the world like
magnetic grappling hooks that he attached in. That's adrenaline right there that he's using to get out of where he's surrounded. And that's a duelist he's fighting. The duelists use stealth, and they are like the assassins. And then you can see his sword becomes a shield. That's some of our pansophic technology, because this is a world without gunpowder. And the reason we did that is a big war happened 200 years ago, and we wanted to do an intimate combat feel to the game, so we banned gunpowder through a treaty. And now the wars are settled in war zones with special elite warriors that we call them.
Okay.
And that's an archer, so we both have range and melee. So our range class is a tech archer that you see here. She can shoot arrows or get close and shoot and throw knives if she gets really close. And then one of the cool things about being a tech archer is each side plays differently. She's the British. Now there's the Cossack. Cossacks are more kind of wild type of combat, not very regimental, where the British Royal Marines are very regimental in their way they do combat and the way they move. So right now we announced 2 factions. There'll be 3 factions in the game. And again, you can see how the sword becomes a shield as well. We have a lot of transformation of weapons and very cool attachments that you can attach to weapons as you level up in the game. So it's a lot of very deep combat. It looks a little chaotic here, but reality is, as you learn your roles, you learn how to spread out, and each person has a different role, whether it's up close or far away, that you'll have in our game. So there's a lot of depth in our game with tiering. We have tiering and advancement system that allows you to, as you play, you get more a level. As you advance, you get more equipment.
Lots of people being chopped in half.
Absolutely. So again, it's the brutality of 300 we try to achieve there. Again, the environment looks kind of surreal. Our art director was Victor Antonov, and he did, everyone knows him from Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, and Dishonored. So he's kind of did the look and feel for our game. So it's very cool the way that it came about. And it gives a surreal feeling in our levels of you're about to die in this war. And so we have this sun that you see setting here that turns red. It's very surreal as you go to combat. So that's kind of like what we wanted to do, a very allegorical world that you fight in.
And BattleCry is going to be a free-to-play game.
Absolutely, it is. So what we designed is we want to bring AAA values to free-to-play. So this game has all the AAA values people have come to expect, and now it is in free-to-play.
Out next year.
Absolutely.
On what platforms?
Right now we're PC. In the floor we have controllers there, so I just won't make a statement there, but you can kind of guess.
Okay. Put on my detective hat and
Absolutely.
head over there. Rich, thanks so much for coming by the IGN
thank
Live
you.
stage.
Appreciate
BattleCry, free to play, out next year. Stay tuned for much more from IGN Live here at E3 2014.
Awesome.